Neville Watson.
I'm Seelig, also known as Kink.
And we are about to play live at the Empire Theatre in Bristol for the Just Jack guys, and this is our live setup.
There is a section which is based on the computer, so I have a couple of drum kits coming from Ableton, so I can basically play drums. And I can record what I'm playing. Just let me play something to get the tempo. So I'm using this Akai LPD8 controller to play the drums, to send MIDI to the computer, and I'm using one of the launchpads, Novation Launchpad, to record what I'm doing. Also I have some keys, for example this Rhodes piano. Again, the same system. I'm playing the keys, the MIDI goes to the computer, and then I'm using the launchpad to record what I'm playing. I still can overdub on top. And it's a very simple thing, but it gives me a lot of options to improvise, stretch the ideas, and just have a good time. What else?
Why two launchpads?
Because I also have a lot of audio clips and a lot of MIDI clips here in Ableton in case we got tired and we need a backup, or just we want to play a loop from our track that people might recognize. Just a lot of loops. So let's say I'm really far off somewhere in this Ableton set, and I need quickly to get back to the section where I have my drums. Instead of scrolling, I just have a second one, which always stays the first page where are my MIDI slots for recording drums and keys. Another exciting thing I have here on one of the launchpads is this Max MSP patch that turns the launchpad into a step sequencer. I use it to sequence emulation of a TB303 synthesizer. It's the ABL audio realism bassline. Yeah, so basically I can change the. Let's start from scratch. I can change the pitch. I can change the octave. I can apply slide elements into the sequencer. Something happens even in the best situations. Yeah, for some reason the sequencer stopped. Yeah. And that's my controls for these knobs I use for controlling different synthesizers. So we don't have enough knobs, so we just have to share the same buttons for different machines. So at the moment we're using this for the TB303. That's of course the cutoff, the resonance, the envelope modulation. I don't really know what is this. That's the accent. Oh come on, that happens live actually. Pitch.
Right, okay, so here we got the classic TR-707. Probably a little bit overused at the moment, but that really isn't, I don't think, a better drum machine out there for playing live. You know, for programming everything on the fly, you can see your screen here, you can see what you've got going on. For a 30-year-old machine, you know, it only does one thing, but it does it really well. You've got your volume controls, and you know you can obviously, you know, you can either use it in step right mode and just plot them in, or in tap right mode as well. So you know, my hats might.
Sorry.
Or you can go into step right mode. You know, select your drum, your kick drum. So it's pretty flexible for such an old machine, basically. It's just a shame that they don't make something out there now which you could, use to control a drum rack in Ableton, for instance, with the same interface as this. So you can look at that, you don't have to look at the computer, you've got your volume controls and everything there. You can set a MIDI controller up to do that, but it would be nice if someone just basically made a copy of this that was a MIDI controller and didn't have loads of other bells and whistles on it. And then underneath that, we've got the newly acquired Volca bass, the Korg Volca bass. So I've just got in there the pattern that I programmed, and obviously you can just kind of wipe that pattern, press record, and then you can just go into the steps. Go into the slides, put all the slides on if you want. Turn the velocity. You've got three oscillators, so turn that on. You select that. So, still getting our head around this. But quite a nice little thing for live as well. You can obviously, if you want to add more to that, you can overdub on it, and then if you want to, you can wipe it again and just start again. If you want to just select one of a pattern that you've written earlier, detune the oscillators, and then we've got that all going back up into the desk. We found that with the 707, getting it going into a desk was better for us really, because you can just get a lot more of an oomph out of the sound basically, and we can bring up a foot pedal with a little bit of delay, or maybe a reverb unit, so we can stick that on the on an auxiliary. Doesn't seem to be wanting to play at the moment. Okay, that's not working properly. So that's this section basically.
Yes.
And we've got, two CDJs, two Technics turntables, CD and vinyl, all going to Zone 92. So we'll play live. The idea is to DJ first and then play live. But in reality, what we'll probably do is mix it up a little bit more than that. We'll certainly be using loops. Strahil's got a, Jeff Mills loop record on the deck there. We'll put that over the top of it. We've got various acapellas we might throw over the top of it, and we'll just, we don't tend to kind of draw a line between this is the live set, this is the DJ set. If we're depending on how we're feeling on the night, we'll mix it up a little bit.
Okay, getting back to the more flexible software part. That's a funny thing. Piece of headphone which goes to my microphone input, and then it goes to a vocoder in Ableton. So when I don't press any keys, it's just going through a noise oscillator, and it's doing this sort of a clap sound. If I press keys, I get a really nice dubby, deep chords. Which of course also I can record as everything, in audio this time. Okay, so I forgot something very important. This is my digital mixer. We're always struggling for space, so that's a very good option to be compact. So for example, I'm filtering this recording from here. This should be my kick drum from the drum section. I'm playing from here. This should be the channel with all the digital sampled drums I have. Here I also use this device, it's Korg Now Control. I use it also to send information to the delay and reverb units inside the computer. So and another interesting thing is also this controller. I saw a really cool video on YouTube how to build your own step sequencer in Ableton using only Ableton machines. So I built this 8-step sequencer. So yeah, at the moment you see that when the light is off, there is no note. When the light is on, there is note. And the thing is, I'm not really happy being always connected with the European 12 semitone scale. So I came up with the idea to send velocity information to the pitch of the synth instead of using the MIDI notes. So yeah, when I change the position of the sliders, I'm changing the pitch. But I have the control, I have the option to have smaller pitches, smaller than a semitone, a quarter tones or less. So the result is something like this. It always sounds wrong in a great way. I love that. Also, I can send velocity information to the filter. And I can send velocity information to the envelope modulation. Yeah, I found this combination also very improvisation friendly, very useful. I think I can carry on playing with this thing for not for hours but for a long time. I can add more oscillators. Be a nice techno moment in the night. What else? What else? Okay, that's also a really interesting gadget. It doesn't look very serious, it's really like a toy, like a game controller, but I'm really happy with this. First of all, it's wireless, so you can go downstairs on stage, you can make your sound check basically using this. You can trigger drums. You can control different filters or oscillators. Yeah. And the coolest thing is this device detects the movement of your hand this way and that way. So what I have is I have a very simple delay connected to the drums. This way I'm controlling the feedback, and this way I'm controlling the delay length. It's pretty efficient, very simple, but a lot of fun.